What's going on, y'all? Hope everyone's having a great day. Hope you guys are enjoying yourself, and I hope you enjoy this content and what I have to say. I want to talk about being a better mechanic. The things I really think that help a person out to be a great mechanic, if you will. Things I need to work on, things I think everyone needs to work on. And first and foremost, guys, with this is your attitude. If you come in every day with a terrible attitude, not want to do anything, you just, I don't want to be here, all this stuff, it will reflect in your work. You know, it sucks. I read a lot. That kind of, between reading and listening to music and just kind of freeing my mind, it kind of sets everything up. I try not to. I mean, granted, I do, but I try not to let 3 minutes of BS or an hour of BS ruin 24 hours. It's just not a good thing. There's no point in it. You can only control what you can control, and that's it. Everything else is going to happen, and you just let it ride. So trying to keep a positive mindset, trying to maintain a good attitude, and it's hard. But if you sit there and you hold a positive attitude and you stay focused and you're looking at every problem as an opportunity, and I think that right there, this isn't a problem. This is an opportunity for me to learn. This is an opportunity for me to grow, to prove myself, to whatever. Turn that negative into a positive. I know it is a hard thing to do, guys. Let's just be real with it. It is hard. Turn that negativity to positivity. Change your outlook and your mental mindset. When you're dealing with coworkers, yes, you're going to get those pain in the butt coworkers that make you want to slam your head into a sharp corner. Been there, done that, and I've wanted to slam people's hands in my toolbox. I've had some of those guys. But with that being said, if their attitude was better, instead of being pissy, I would have loaned them more tools. Being that they've thought my toolbox was a collective, not so much. So, and they get a pissy attitude with me and then cry to the managers, all that stuff. Then it turns managers' attitude around on everybody. It's not a fun thing. But changing your attitude towards certain things. If you're trying to get something from somebody, be it a tool, knowledge, or help, if you come at them with a stupid attitude and you're just, I hate this place, this, that, the third, I don't want to help you out. I'm going to tell you, why don't you go find another place to work? If you're that miserable, go find another place. Oh, I don't get paid that much. They won't pay me what I make here, this, that, the third. Okay, so shut up, change your attitude, and move on. If you don't like something, change it. Point blank. I've done it several times. Don't like the work environments, change it. A job's just a job, guys. A job means nothing to me. It's just a place to go every day to make money. That's it. So, with that being said, if you change your attitude instead of being that pain in the butt tech to, whoever, hey man, how you doing? I was wondering if you could give me a hand with this, that, the third, or hey, would you mind loaning me this? I'll buy you lunch, or whatever you have to do to kind of be positive. People would rather work with positive people. People would rather sit there and help out someone that's got a good mindset instead of this sucks, this is stupid, I hate each and every one of you, things of that nature. Attitude is everything. All right. Next up, guys. We're just going to make this kind of short and sweet because I got a puppy to take care of. Next thing, guys, on the list. Your writing abilities. As a mechanic, hear me out on this, guys. You are a cop, you are a doctor, and you are a grease monkey. As much as I hate that term, that's what I said, so that's what we're going to roll with. You got to find all the clues. You got to play detective, and, this did this to this to cause this failure. Or why is this failing? Or chasing electrical issues, all that stuff. So you got that. Now you got to fix it. You got to operate on it and all that stuff. But in between that, you got to tell a story. You're a salesman. You're an author. I mean, mechanics wear so many hats. So that wonderful thing that wonderful thing that I've talked about in several other videos I have, pen and paper is the greatest thing ever. Not only to write down phone numbers of parts people or write down service information or whatever, but you got to tell a story to sell that thing to the customer. And granted, with that being said, do not sell the customer stuff they don't need. Do not tell them that if they don't replace 2 lug nuts on a 6-lug or an 8-lug truck, their wheel's going to fall off. There's going to be chaos and panic all across the freeway. Children will be screaming. The birds are going to be falling out of the skies. Helicopters are slamming into mountainsides. Freaking whatever. Like, you don't need to be sitting there lying to these people. We got to be honest, guys. Hold some integrity. You know, definitely on that. Be a professional. Don't rip people off. If their valve cover gasket's leaking a little bit, you know, it's weeping, seeping, leaking, whatever you want to say, but their U-joints are just totally trash, you know, it might come, or the drive shaft might fall off when they hit the next, you know, green light. That's more important. You got to look at that. What's more important? You want to sell them on stuff to have a safe, reliable vehicle. And they could always come back to get the, you know, tiny weeping valve cover gasket taken care of. Safety related items, whatever, but you got to sit there, write it up professionally. Just not, oh, valve cover leaks. Okay, well, valve cover leak, you know, bank 2 or, you know, whatever you want to put it as, right cylinder head, you know, valve cover gasket. Found this amount of oil dripping onto, you know, exhaust manifold, causing it to smoke and smell burnt oil. Whatever you got to do to really kind of church it up a little bit, you know, to make that sale, but more importantly, make someone have a good vehicle. Hey, you know, this is leaking. You might notice some oil consumption over time, and in the long run, that might equate to, you know, another $8 every month you're spending on, you know, on a quart of oil to put in this thing. Let's fix this. It's going to cost $200. Let's rip that Band-Aid off, get it over and done with. So things of that nature. You got to put more information out to your service advisor, or in my case, I have to go explain stuff to my manager and go through each little thing. So that's my second part. And with that, I would definitely say start reading. Be more articulate with your speaking, you know, and dealing with customers. If you deal with customers on a regular basis, you know, kind of, I love this whole little thing, but I like to read psychology, you know, things on that and the thing. That way you kind of understand people and how their mindset is and how they work. Just kind of work with them a little bit better, make things flow a little bit easier. Read out loud. That way, if you read out loud for, you know, 10, 15 minutes a night, your speaking will improve. Things of that nature, guys. Just little communication things. So communication is key. I know, you know, I work in back, I see no smiles type thing. Some of us experience that. Others, we have to talk to customers and people. So there's that. Next big thing for me personally, CA word, accountability. I've now talked about this in other videos I've posted. Be accountable for your actions, guys. If you break something, be it another text tools, be it a car, you snapped a bolt, whatever. If you snap a bolt doing a customer's car, don't 20 minutes. It'll be done in 20 minutes and run around trying to put out fires, guys. Be upfront about it. You know, let them know, hey, this is what's going on. It's going to take a little bit longer, but I want to have everything perfect for you. Don't sit there and just leave a broken bolt in someone's, you know, timing cover. Let's not do that. Let's be straightforward. Hey, this is what's going on. You'll either get yelled at or it'll be fine. Take your pick. If you get yelled at, take that weenie whack and get it done and over with. But most of the time, people are receptive and they understand. So when you sit there and try to hold things back from people, they get all irritated and upset and all that stuff. And it turns into something bigger than what it is. For example, I had back when I was 19, working on like carpet cleaning vans, nasty thing, but they had, you know, I worked on the equipment inside, the actual vacuums and pumps. I had a job that's taking a bit longer than normal. You know, I had to wait for parts and run around, get stuff, and get this guy going. Well, the guy comes up to me, how long is this going to be? Well, sir, it's probably going to be another 2 hours on this. He said, well, this really sucks. He's like, I'm diabetic. I haven't eaten this at the third. He's like, I'm starting to feel dizzy. I'm like, well, you know what? This is what we're going to do. I took the keys to my personal car. There's an 89 F-150. I told him it's POS. You know, it's got some issues. Gave him the keys to my truck and told him to go, there's a sub shop right down the road. Fantastic place. He asked me, what do I want? I told him, nothing. Just get yourself right, all that stuff. I'll try to get this wrapped up as soon as I can. By the time he made it there, he came back maybe an hour later. He sat down, ate, all that stuff. He probably hung out about 10 minutes to do paperwork with the front counter and sent him on his merry way. Guy ended up buying me a sandwich and fries and a drink, all that stuff. Beautiful thing right there. But instead of having him getting all upset, you know, I was honest with him, direct, hey, this is what it's going to take, this is what we're doing. And we made arrangements. Customer was very happy. My boss was happy that I did that. Things of that nature. We can resolve our problems before they become problems. We have opportunities to do that. So accountability, guys. Just, you break a guy's tool. Don't just put it underneath a rag or a piece of paper on his toolbox or hide it from him. Not a good thing. If you break something, hey, dude, this broke. I'm sorry, I'll pay for it. Or you could, you know, I'll figure out a way to make this right. You know, most people's tools have warranties on them. Craftsman, Snap-on, Mac, Matco, whatever. And if you did it in a screwed up way, eat the price, buy that man a tool, and while you're at it, buy yourself that tool too, because borrow 3 times, borrow twice, buy it the third. Get it done and over with. Rip that Band-Aid off, guys. Another big thing with that, tool trucks. Don't be hiding the tool trucks. If you can't make a payment, you know, let them know. Be upfront and honest about it. Hey, I'm running behind, or whatever the situation may be. Take care of that. You know, these guys are out here trying to make a living, doing their thing. So let's be up front about that. You know, let's be honest with people. So those are a few things that I think we really need to work on to be better. The communication, accountability. I can't remember the first thing I said, but you know, it is what it is. We have to do our part to be professional and provide a good service and to be there for the people that don't know what they're doing. That's why we get paid to do this job, right, guys? So, a couple of things I think. Oh, attitude was the first one. I'm sorry. I've got puppy on my brain right now. Poor dog. Poor wife. She's having to listen to her cry. So, probably can get off here in a few minutes. But attitude, accountability, and communication, guys. Those are 3 great things. And don't go reaching in other text toolboxes before asking. It's a great way to get broken fingers, guys. So, with that being said, hope you enjoyed this. I know it's short and kind of to the point. Have a great day. Enjoy yourselves. Keep wrenching. Later, y'all.